Knitting news from Knit Happens Teesside for Thursday the 17th of October 2019. Well, actually, this news is so late that it's nearly time for the next one. But I've been a bit busy, so sorry about that. Maggie was doing that thing again where she was, one time I was looking, she was working on one project, and the next time I looked, she was working on another. This is mocha in a teapot. It seemed quite revolting when I was making it, but I'm sure it's going to taste nice. So it's 3 spoons of hot chocolate and 1 and a bit of coffee. And if it's in a teapot, it will stay hot, won't it? Actually, I've got coffee pots downstairs. Right, so Maggie was making a Shetland hat with sheep around it. And she was also making, off last year's Shetland Wool Week Annual, a sweater. It's the one on the front with, I think it's a Tree of Life, and it's in grey and yellow, and that's gorgeous too. So she was changing from one to another. Andrea was working on her Birds of a Feather shawl by Andrea Mowry, and she does say that she's having trouble with it, but within a week she'd knitted about 2 foot, so I think she's doing okay. Sarah was working on a blanket for her own bed in kind of like warm colours, you know, reds and oranges and yellows. And quite big squares and quite intricate sort of crochet designs. And yeah, that's going to be nice, yeah. And then she'll have to find the appropriate bed, won't she, in the next, in the store, in the furniture store. So I'm treating myself to a couple of little biscuits. It's kind of spongy stuff with chocolate over the top and a bit of orangey stuff in the middle. That's quite nice. So, Andy made the most fabulous entrance with her, well, they're like knitted cabled sort of beaded day/evening gloves, but she'll just wear them all the time to walk the dogs and things. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And she was wearing those with a cape. I mean, the height of luxury, absolutely luxurious yarn. And just absolutely fabulous. She was working on a shawl that she's crocheting for a friend who can crochet, but Andy's doing the crocheting bit. And it's the one with the shadow work. And she's a bit bored of it, and she's got quite a way to go yet. And it was for last Christmas. And it may not be done for this Christmas. And I'm not quite sure what this Christmas's present's going to be. It's been as last Christmas isn't done yet. But I don't think she's going to worry about that. Well, you can't, can you? And if she knits and crochets, she'll understand. It's really quite nice. Right, Petrina was just finishing off her last set of shapes. I bought one because I think she's got... Now, she's doing the Janie Delft-inspired blanket that's all different shades of blue. And she's finishing the last shapes off, and then she has 4 that sort of fill in the ends so that it's a little bit more of a uniform shape, like rectangular, a bit more. It's got a wibbly edge, but the ends are straighter, as far as I know. And I think she'll probably crochet it together, but I'm not quite sure. I was working on my waves, the top with the waves. I'll have to mention it a bit more when it's finished, and can't think of the name right now off the top of my head. That's Susan, who's going to knitting tonight. A different knitting group, because I can't get enough. Been busy over the weekend buying a new cupboard. So I used quite a lot of time up moving one cupboard out of the way and putting the new cupboard in its place, which uses the space a lot better. And guess what? I haven't put any wool in it. Not yet anyway. It's got wool on top and there's wool down either side, but there's no wool in the cupboard. Because my husband came in and said, oh yeah, what have you put in it? Is it full? Have you got wool in it? No, got records in it. And papers and boring stuff like that. Well, the records aren't boring. Well, I think that's about it for this week. So, more news, maybe, next week.